I hope you know what I mean when I say deranged, because this is deranged behaviour, watching porn in Parliament. And by deranged, I don't mean some, Mrs. Rochester in the attic type deranged. I just mean it's not adult functional behaviour in a public space, is it? It's just not. Any more than me sticking my feet on the table and painting my toenails would be in the office. Do it at home. Do it at home. Nikki in Cambridge, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Yes, you wanted to talk about something that happened to you in the workplace.
Yeah, I did, and I'm so glad this has been raised because this has been on my mind for about 10 years, if I'm honest with you. I lost my job because of it, because it was something that I raised. I used to work, when I finished university, I worked for a well-known cleaning company in our town, going around to people's houses. And I was in this particular home one day, and I must add, I am an older woman, so it didn't really faze me, but I was angry. And I worked for a gentleman and his wife who were very indiscreet about their bedroom habits anyway. And one day...
Also deranged behaviour, by the way.
It's not deranged, but it's just indiscreet. And when you've got a cleaner in your house, you don't need to be clearing things up, if you see what I mean.
I do see. I think I see what you mean.
You know, I'm there to polish the coffee table. Anyway, and this one particular day, I was there at work with a gentleman. He was obviously working from home, and obviously we're going back a little while then. And it's a very big house, and he seemed to just be following me around the house with his laptop in the hand. And I cottoned onto it very, very quickly. I was like, he's watching porn. And I was...
And wanted you to know?
I don't know. It was creepy, and I'm an older woman, and I was just bang on it, and I know that I was, and I found out I was. And I was in his study polishing, and he came into his study, and he was, while I was cleaning his billiards table, actually, he was sitting at the desk on his laptop, and he got up and he walked out. I walked straight over to his laptop, and let's just say, on the PC was a very particular kind of pornography. I finished up for the day. I was out of there. I was done. I went straight to my boss and I told her, and I said, this is not on. I am not going back there until this is sorted out. You've got a lot of younger girls who are going into that home as well.
Good for you.
And basically, because she didn't want to confront it, she basically said I was resigning from my job. I lost my job.
And what was the nature of your contract with this company?
Well, I'm just a normal cleaning company who goes into people's houses doing the house.
No, but you didn't. But you didn't have. I'm talking about your arrangement with them. Did you have a staff position? Did you have a contract? That could be...
yeah. I was an employee. I wasn't even self-employed. Yeah, because I refused to go back there, and she basically told me that because I refused to go back there, I had no other recourse. It's not like going to be a HR company. This is a little cleaning company, that somebody has set up themselves. Where else was I going to go with it? Really, Sheila? And I literally was sacked. I just said, I am not going back there. It was basically put on as if I had the problem. And I was like, this is sexual harassment. I'm not saying... I'm older.
It's sexual harassment followed by unfair dismissal.
Yeah, it was. But, at the time, I just needed to work. I just finished university. I needed to bring money. And this is the problem. Women are harassed in their workplaces and they've got nowhere else to go. Nowhere.
Unless you work with proper people who would act on that.
Yeah, but I still don't believe that it would happen, Sheila. I just don't. I'm a grown woman. I'm 50 years old, and I can tell you, I don't believe we've moved one step closer to sorting this out than we was 50 years ago. I seriously don't. I truly don't.
Well, that's a depressing thought, isn't it?
That's a depressing thought. It's really depressing.
You're right about younger women doing that job, probably 18, 19-year-olds, and Lord knows what he was planning.
Well, God knows, he was just a degenerate. He was an idiot. I'm older. I was in my 40s at the time, and I was onto it straight away.
Yeah. But we also know, sadly, that behaviour can, not always, but can that degenerate behaviour that you describe can be part of a pattern of because that was harassment without a doubt, but can be part of a pattern of harassment and disrespect and abuse and a desire to discomfort a woman over sexual things that can lead to violence, can lead to killing. We've seen that.
Well, yeah, exactly. And this is what I say to you. You know, as much as we are banging the drum and saying we've moved huge steps in our life, me personally, as a Gen X girl, I don't think we've moved any further forward than we did when my mum was alive.
Oh dear. And you know, you're clearly strong and you're opinionated, and that's good. You're able to speak for yourself, but you were still the victim of that incident, weren't you? In the long run, the double victim of that incident. Thank you, Nikki. I'm so sorry that's been your experience. 10 years she's been mulling over that one.